My neighbor used my driveway for his Porsche, so I taught him a $1,200 lesson. My entitled neighbor thought he could use my driveway as his personal VIP parking spot, so I had his brand new Porsche impounded on the absolute worst day possible. I live in a quiet little cul-de-sac just outside of Austin, Texas. The guy next door, call him Chad, is the ultimate neighborhood menace. A couple of weeks ago, Chad bought a pristine cherry red Porsche 911. The problem? His two-car garage is packed to the ceiling with junk, and his own driveway is totally blocked by his wife's SUV and his kid's beat-up Honda. One Tuesday, I walk out to head to work, and boom, the Porsche is sitting dead center in my driveway. I march over and knock on Chad's door. He answers in a bathrobe, sipping coffee. When I ask him to move it, he just smirks and goes, "Relax, bro. Your driveway gets the morning shade. I don't want the Texas sun ruining the paint job. Just park on the street." I was dumbfounded. I told him absolutely not and made him move it. He rolled his eyes, muttered something about me being a broke hater, and backed it out. Fast forward to Friday. I was leaving for a weekend trip to Chicago. I lock up my house, take an Uber to the airport, and everything is chill. But on Saturday morning, I get an alert and check my Ring camera app. Guess what? The Porsche is back. He literally waited for me to leave town so he could stash his car on my property. I didn't text him. I didn't warn him. Instead, I called up my buddy Dave, who runs a private towing company. In my state, if a car is parked on your private property without permission, you can legally have it removed at the owner's expense. Dave rolled up an hour later, hitched the Porsche, and hauled it to an impound lot 3 towns over. A few hours later, my Ring app explodes with notifications. Chad is pacing my porch, red in the face, screaming at my camera. He actually called the cops and reported the car stolen. When the officers arrived, they ran the plates, found out it was legally towed, and told him it was a civil matter. Because it was a holiday weekend, the lot was closed until Tuesday. Chad had to pay over $1,200 in towing and storage fees, and he didn't have his show-off car for his daughter's massive Sweet 16 party. He tried to threaten me with a lawsuit, but my lawyer cousin laughed him off the phone. He hasn't made eye contact with me since. So Reddit, am I the jerk for teaching my neighbor a $1,200 lesson?